Well, every season we try to offer a range of experiences for visitors, but I think this season is particularly madly eclectic, because we have here in the ballroom Zandra Rhodes' fashion designs, upstairs Don McCullin's photography, and also an exhibition, The Shape of Care, which is work from our Pathways to Wellbeing community workshops. The Zandra Rhodes show, which I'm really excited about, demonstrates how important fashion is in our idea of art. It focuses particularly on her print, the designs she makes, and then the way she then uses those designs in different ways on different patterns of dress, particularly in the 1970s and 80s, which is the sort of heart of this glorious exhibition. Upstairs, in Don McCullin's exhibition, we have 50 or 60 photographs that cover the whole of his career from the mid-1950s to last year, to 2025, including some of his most iconic photographs. He's most famous for his coverage of the Vietnam War, of poverty in Britain in the 1970s, of famines in Africa, but also for his sublimely beautiful landscapes of Somerset and also of the Middle East, of Roman remains. And at the core of it we're showing for the very first time anywhere his most recent photographs of Roman sculptures, which are so beautiful and so ironically peaceful in contrast to his earlier work.
Well, and talking of contrast, black and white with Don, colour here with Zandra.
Yeah.
Now, you and I, with respect, will remember these times when Zandra was producing these prints. A lot of younger people coming in will be seeing it for the first time. I'm just wondering what sort of a reaction you're getting from people. I mean, there are memories for some and maybe surprise from others.
I think Zandra's designs are so vibrant and so varied that they appeal to people of all ages. Certainly, people of our generation may remember them. They weren't really part of my life growing up, but I think there is a younger generation who can see the kind of extraordinary creativity and how inspiring it is that these aren't just beautifully cut and assembled dresses, which of course they are, but also the print that articulates them, animates them, really is a sophisticated work of art in itself.
Zandra is coming down, isn't she, to be in conversation at the Forum?
That's right.
Was she party to this installation? And in fact, did I hear she has done a voiceover to go with this?
Yes, Zandra's been very closely involved with this show. It's curated by Rosemary Harden, who was curator at the Fashion Museum in Bath, but is now part of Zandra's foundation, and they together have made the selection, decided to focus on print. Zandra was here earlier this week to see the installation. She'll be here tonight for the opening, and as you say, she will be speaking at the Forum on the 18th of March, preceded the night before by Don McCullin in conversation with Mariella Frostrop. It's a reflection, I think, of the excitement around this season's programme, that the talks programme can't be accommodated in the Holburne. We've had to go to the Forum where we can fit the audience in.
What sort of a year are we looking forward to? I mean, an amazing start to 2026. Can you hint at anything to come?
We've got some glorious shows coming up after this extraordinary season. The main show in the summer will look at printmaking after the Impressionists, so from Whistler and Manet through to Picasso and Matisse. Black and white etchings, but also wonderful colour lithographs by Toulouse-Lautrec, for example. And then in the autumn, we're looking at English landscape between the wars, William Nicholson, Eric Ravilius, Paul and John Nash, focusing on the chalk downs of Wiltshire, Berkshire and Sussex. And alongside those, we have really significant contemporary artists. Glenn Brown is one of the major painters of sort of mid-career artists, and Richard Slee is one of the most exciting ceramic artists working at the moment.
What a year for the Holburne. Chris, thank you.
Not at all.